Well, did you bother? No, come on, be honest, chums. Did you bother at all? Yes, that's right. The Oscar ceremony. Could you be bothered to stay up that late if you're in this part of the world? Or indeed, did you watch it even if it was in your own country, the United States of America? I've said to you before, the Oscars were, one of those glitzy things that I always, as a child, really wanted to watch. Big hosts, big names, and of course, glitz and glamour. Those movies you knew about, didn't you? You know, the likes of Saturday Night Fever, Grease, all of those things that of your generation. Is it different today? Do you honestly know who were the movies? Who was best actress in a movie? Did you know any of that? I remember that very famous picture of the actress Faye Dunaway being surrounded by the morning papers. I think taken by her husband, Terry O'Neill. Do you remember that? And she said she didn't work for nearly a year after winning an Oscar because people thought she'd be too busy. Funny thing, isn't it? Now, here's where it gets even more interesting because apparently, according to a source, well, the Oscars can't be bothered to remember the Golden Greats. Let me explain. Good to see you today, chums. Thank you so much as ever for taking the time out to join me. It's nice to have your company. It's a funny thing, this, isn't it? Did you see Selena Gomez, right? She's on the red carpet, decked out in thousands of pounds worth of outfits and jewels and stuff like that. Only last month, she was busy doing this.
And I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Crying her eyes out, right? Oh, yes. And apparently, even though she's got a mega mansion and all of those millions of dollars, has Selena, the Hollywood hypocrite, has she actually invited any migrants into her home to live? Was she that concerned about them? No, just a serious attention seeker. I mean, that's the whole point of it, isn't it? They're just looking for attention. Now, here's where it gets even more strange when you think. Every year, of course, is the sad demise of the in memory of all those wonderful people that have made an indelible mark on our lives. Morgan Freeman, I thought, spoke very eloquently about the recently deceased and brilliant actor Gene Hackman. But of course, there were many more, including this particular lady, the wonderful star of things like There's No Business Like Show Business, South Pacific, and so many others. The brilliantly talented super blonde that was Mitzi Gaynor. As I told you in a previous video, she could have been Sugarcane in Some Like It Hot. That as was until, of course, the superstar Marilyn Monroe decided to sign on with Billy Wilder. Now, did she get a mention along with all these other people? No. Apparently no. They didn't have time, right? So I pushed it a little bit further with the people at the Oscars. I said, what do you mean you didn't have time? These people are legends, part of the golden history of Hollywood. Well, here's what she said. Apparently, you see, they wouldn't necessarily resonate with the modern day audience that the Oscars are trying to cultivate. And you see, what you really need is younger people to watch it because obviously it's all about clicks and stuff like that. And while they appreciate it, they would put something on the website at some point, or they have already recognized these people. Now, when you think also, as I say, these people, wonderful selection of sadly lost megastars now. When you think they did so much to entertain us, and they would have thought, no doubt, in their heyday, at some point when they were attending the Oscars, when it actually meant something, that they would be popping up and, people would remember them. In the case of Mitzi Gaynor, according to the team behind the Oscars, she doesn't exactly be relevant to the Gen Z world that they now need to be able to watch this programme. What a sad state of affairs. What I find odd, I don't know if you find this, chums, is the fact that we've often said here on the show, you get a certain age, you become invisible, and you can understand that if it's just you and I get that. As you get a bit older, people just start to stand up for you on buses and stuff like that. But when you are a superstar who's delivered entertainment and, of course, should be recognised by your peers, isn't that absolutely 100% shameful? And one wonders why AI could soon take over the Oscars. And would that truly be a bad thing? I'd love to know what you think to this despicable behaviour by the Academy. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.